Welcome to the fragrance graveyard where perfumes come to die. At least these 12 that we're going to talk about today, they are dead for me. Why are they still in my collection? You might be wondering, and you do have a point. And the short and simple answer is that nobody wanted them. Friends and family come to visit, they smell perfumes, they leave with perfumes most of the time. They just didn't pick these, which makes you think, right? So my last option with them is to donate them, which I'm probably going to do eventually. But for now, we're making this video and hopefully it's useful because these are cheap. They are affordable, but still, why would you put your money there when you can pick something amazing instead of something gross? I noticed that 70% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed to my channel. What are you doing? Please subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you did that, and it would help my channel grow. Thank you. I'm not ranking my dislike for these fragrances, so this is in no particular order. I dislike them all, not equally, truth be told. So I'm gonna make nuances when it comes to each and every. So this one, this is Anarch. This is from Maison Alhambra, so it belongs to La Taf. It's the same company. And this is a dupe for a Tiziana Terenzi fragrance. I think it's for Andromeda, if I'm not mistaken. I first liked it. I don't know what was wrong with me because I did actually like it. I got this about 3 years ago, so I let it sit after. So I'm talking 3 years later. That's way too much. And I have to tell you that the first vibe I got from it was an acetone smell. It smells like fruits. Especially not apricot, the other one, peach. It smells like peaches. So what's underneath is actually kind of nice. It's very summery. It's fruity. It smells interesting, but there's this strong acetone smell, which I cannot get rid of. First of all, 3 years went by. You can see I wore it, I don't know, 2-3 times, maybe tops, maybe 2 times. Tested it, and then I just said, you know what, I think it's gonna get better. Did it get better? Maybe, but that acetone is still there, and there's nothing else for me in there to justify wearing this fragrance, loving it. I mean, that's not even the case, but at first I thought I'm onto something with this fragrance. I did smell I don't have the Tiziana Terenzi. I did smell it. I think a Texans, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it is quite close to that, from what I can remember. But I don't remember the acetone with that one. Maybe it was, but I didn't get to wear it. I just tested it. But with this one, with Anarch, I mean, if you love the idea of smelling like acetone, of smelling like a nail salon, sort of, plus the fruits, then yeah, go for it. How can I not include Caramel Cascade in this video? I mean, it would be unfair towards myself and you, actually. I mean, probably some people like it, honestly, but I don't get it how you can like it. It smells so fake, and you will hear me saying fake about certain fragrances. It smells unnatural, very lab-made type of caramel, okay? Very empty. I said it smells empty. I made a short video for TikTok and Instagram, and I said it smells empty. And someone said, there were people saying, hating on it, and coming up with very interesting ways to describe it. Someone said it smells like the inside of a balloon. And I was like, yes, you're onto something. It does smell like the inside of a balloon. I think they also described this one, Khair Pistachio, is smelling like shaving cream, because my first thought was toilet cleaner product, which smells kind of fresh and soapy, right? But they said shaving cream, and I was like, yes, you're onto something. Your description is actually so much better. And this could actually be in this video today. I just had it close to me, but I don't like this fragrance either. But anyway, let's get back to Caramel Cascade. Misleading title. I don't recommend this if you're looking for something rich, sweet, like rich in caramel, maybe like tonic with vanilla. There's so many amazing options, and I talked about, like, recently I talked about molten caramel. This is an amazing option. They're both from Paris Corner, so it's not like it doesn't even matter. But molten caramel actually smells like biscuits, like crackers, sweet ones, and caramel, like warm caramel drizzled on top of them. This is gorgeous, and it doesn't smell fake. because this is what bothers me in Caramel Cascade, the fakeness. The next one is again from Paris Corner, and this is called Cake Temptations. The name was so good, and it sounded really promising, but I sprayed it on myself. Huge mistake. You should never do this at first. Just use paper, use the box if you have nothing else. And like I said, this is also from Paris Corner, but I don't want you to think that I have anything against Paris Corner. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this brand. You will see I have various brands here, but it just happens that I tested a lot of their fragrances, and many of them are great, actually. This one is not. So I received these two together. This was really good. This is called Creamy Biscuit, and this does smell like biscuits, like a cake, not a very moist cake, a dry cake, but still delicious. But this Cake Temptations smells like a place where they sell cakes. You know, there's like a cake in the background, but also they just washed the floors with something very chemical, lemony and chemical. It smells very, again, fake. We're in the fake category. Yeah, it's very, there's something citrusy, not just in the opening, throughout this Cake Temptation, that is just like, it bothers me so much. I cannot, this is a fragrance that I don't like, to the point where I cannot even test it on my own skin. It's so strong, by the way. It is so crazy strong. Why each and every time you hate a fragrance? So the more you hate it, the stronger it is. Did you notice that? That's always the case. So this other one, like I was saying, I tested this first, Creamy Biscuit, and it was good. And I thought, this is gonna be good too. But when I sprayed this on my arm, I regretted it so much. I don't even know the notes for this one, and I didn't even care about the notes at that point. I was like, okay, there's probably something sweet, something fruity, some vanilla, something, but also this like very pungent, like lemony or whatever, citrusy, sharp, fake type of smell that I just cannot. Next, we got a fragrance from Al Haramain. See, it's not just Paris Corner, definitely not. We got various brands here. This is L'Aventure Gold. I don't like this fragrance. It smells because it smells old and like old school, but you'll understand why immediately. So this is a dupe, and it's actually a pretty good dupe, a pretty decent dupe, I would say. Although I don't have that fragrance, so I cannot really tell you like, hey, I compare these two, you know how it goes, with J'adore from Dior, the older version, not the old version that was like actually better, but then they came up with a newer version, but not the newest. Yeah, they have like a million flankers, but that's the classic J'adore. That doesn't do it for me. This doesn't do it for me. It's like, it just smells like outdated. It smells like the early 2000s. Even if you love your grandma, it doesn't mean you want to smell like she used to smell when she was 20 and the only two options she had smelled like soap or God knows. So you know what I'm saying. We have so many options now that it's a pity to just go for these type of things. Again, if you're a fan of that fragrance, I think there's something for you in here. And talking about performing like crazy, we got this fragrance from Lattafa, Velvet Rose. I bought this fragrance together with this other fragrance, also from Lattafa. I think I got them on Amazon, if I'm not incorrect. This is Velvet Oud. I don't really like this one either, but I'm gonna explain it in a second. And this is Velvet Rose. So first of all, I'm not a huge fan of rose, but some rose fragrances are nice, right? It depends. Rose can be interpreted in so many ways. Guess what? This one also has an undertone or a nuance to it that is quite prominent to my nose of acetone. Once again, what is it? So same as this, maybe less prominent than Anarch, but still it's in here. And I thought it's going to go away. Again, I got this about 2.5 years ago. So if it didn't go away in 2.5 years, it will not go away. This is it. This is the fragrance. There's the rose. It's a quite deep fragrance. Again, it's a very strong fragrance. Why? Yeah, and there is something that just smells very chemical, it smells like where they paint how do you say, where they paint cars. Yeah, where they do the, you know, they put the paint on the cars. This is how it smells. So it's acetone, or that thing that you put in the paint to make the paint more fluid. It's in here. If you want to smell like that, if you want people to think that you work in a car repair place, in a car shop, or whatever the name is, then just go for this one, because this is gonna be your jam. And since I mentioned Velvet Wood, also from Latafa, and also it looks like the brother or the sister of this one. This is more masculine. I think this is a dupe for Ombre Nomade from Tom Ford. I don't think it's a bad dupe, to be honest. Is it my thing? I mean, do I see myself wearing this one? No. Why did I buy it? I don't know. Maybe I thought I'm gonna do videos or something, which, hey, I'm doing right now. This smells like leather and wood. It's very dark. It's very strong. Once more, like, come on. I should have named this video Beast Mode Fragrances for only 20 bucks or something. No, this is not for me. But I am not being objective, because I think this on a guy, on someone who likes darker fragrances, who likes leather. I'm having a hard time with this type of leather, with this very harsh, chemical, almost animalic also leather. I'm not the biggest fan, you know, but I think this could work for some people. So I'm not like hating. I am hating, okay, I am technically, but objectively, I don't think it's a bad fragrance. Next, we got Ginger Babe from Aroma Concepts. I still have faith that this fragrance will get better. Not a lot of faith, okay? Just a tiny bit of faith that I'm keeping this fragrance, because I am hoping that this is going to be similar to a fragrance from Jo Malone called Ginger Biscuit, which I absolutely love. But it's expensive, first of all. I mean, it's quite expensive, and it doesn't last. So with these two things, I was hoping that this one will fix them. First of all, it fixed the price. Obviously, this is very affordable. And I hoped that the performance will be good. The problem is not the performance. The problem is the smell. They did not nail it. Again, maybe I had my conclusions too early, because I smelled it like just immediately after I got it. And then I was like, eh. And I have the other fragrance. I can compare them. This is a no for me right now. But I'm still waiting. I got it, let's say, 2 months ago-ish. I'm still waiting for this to get better. And I will let you know. If it does, we got a winner. But if not, then it's still a no. Next, I got these two Yaras. If you've been following me for a while, this is no surprise to you. You know I don't like these two. Is it to the point where I hate them with passion? No, especially this one. Like this, if I'm smelling this on someone, I'm not wearing this one. The only chance for me to smell it is on someone else. If I'm smelling it on someone, I'm like, yeah, okay, it smells cute. It's cute, you know? I don't think it's bad, but is it worth your money? Is it like, no. Pick something else. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do a video. I just realized now that this might be a good idea. Better options. If you want to smell like this, like a strawberry milkshake girly and so on. Better options. Like, from every point of view. Maybe not the price, maybe they won't be just as cheap as this one, but still in the more affordable area. And then this exotic bomb that I just yeah, again, there is something so okay, it smells fruity and blah 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 blah. It smells like this color, but not quite, because it's again, it's quite fake. It's you know, there's not a lot of like natural type of exotic fruits coming from it, in my opinion. But there is something in it that smells like SPF as well, which I honestly hate in fragrances. Again, this is personal. You might like this, you know, that aspect. I'm like, when I smell SPF, you know, that typical, you know what I'm talking about, that like for me it's like it smells cheap. So for that reason, I'm not a fan of this fragrance. Next, I got Quissa Delicious. I actually really like the bottle. I like this rosé. Oh, there's something wrong with the cap. The cap is not like straight. The cap is gay.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
Quissa Delicious. Yeah, it's a pretty bottle, but I'm not necessarily crazy about the smell. Is it to the point where I hate it? My face is itchy. No, I don't hate it. Do I ever wear it? No. It smells cheap. It smells, again, empty. When I say empty, I don't know, I feel like I'm describing it very well by saying empty, but maybe for some of you are like, what the hell is she trying to say with this empty? She's always saying empty, empty. It smells empty. It's not a round sweetness. It's a shallow, empty sweetness. It just smells like shallow. It smells cheap. It smells like when you're baking a cake, it smells like you used the cheapest ingredients. You didn't put enough, I don't know, vanilla extract. You didn't put enough of this, of that, and it just smells like me. This. Also, this smells the same, you know, cheap, like shallow. The sweetness is just incomplete. I feel like there's something missing. Someone said this, describing Caramel Cascade, and it works for this as well. You feel like they finished before finishing. You feel like they missed a few ingredients. Yes. Apparently this is a dupe for, I hope I'm not incorrect, Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth, which is a very affordable fragrance. This is very affordable as well. There's nothing wrong with smelling like this. I think in the air is actually kind of a nice smell. Generic, boring, yes, you know. But then again, there's nothing wrong with that. Next, another fragrance from Paris Corner. And this is Eternal Coffee. When I first got this, I actually kind of liked it. I knew that it's still unfinished, so to say. I mean, I knew that it will get better. It didn't really get that much better for me. And actually, it's quite similar to this other fragrance. So I could have started with this. This is French Coffee. I totally forgot what brand this is from. Oh, I'll Rehab. It says on the cap. Guess what? French Coffee and Eternal Coffee, they are very similar. Someone mentioned this and I tested them. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't really wear any of these two. I wanted this fragrance. Actually, the brand gave me this fragrance in Dubai 2 years ago. Because I wanted this fragrance. People were talking about it, praising it, hyping it, and so on. Again, it feels like they are not finished. I think the coffee and the sweetness in it is, again, very flimsy, you know? It's not like rich, like I am thinking it should be normally. Let's say you're drinking a coffee and you like it sweet and you like a bunch of, I don't know, whipped cream on it and stuff like that, and you water it down. You know, you add like just as much water. It's still gonna taste like coffee. It's still gonna be a little bit sweet. It's still gonna have like the whipped cream taste and everything. But is it gonna be actually good? No. So this is my problem with these two fragrances. They're like a little bit lactonic. They have the coffee, they have the vanilla, they have a little bit of caramel, I think. I don't know the notes, but this is what I'm smelling with them. But everything is just watered down. And I do not like this. And the last fragrance in today's video, hopefully, I think so, is Ajwad from Lattafa. First of all, the cap is very annoying. I made, I think, at least 2 more videos about this fragrance, hating on it, sort of. But on my skin, and it might be me, you know, I might have a problem with this fragrance. And I know people love it. I know a lot of people love it. And for a good reason. I think the core of this fragrance is really nice. It's a nice rose fragrance done in the same style as Delina. But sometimes when there's too much rose, a perfumer told me this. I hope I'm not like explaining it wrong, but when there's too much rose, like the chemical that gives the rose smell in perfumes, it becomes metallic. That's sort of how he said it different, but I don't remember exactly. And I think they're full of dust. I swear I have to clean my fragrances. But this is, I think, what happened here. I mean, this is just my very wild guess, that there is a little bit too much of something, that this became metallic. Someone said, it smells like coins. It smells like, yeah, like coins, like having, like putting your hand on a metal bar in the subway or touching coins. Not only, plus the rose, plus the sweetness. But that thing, that metallic smell, or someone said it smells like blood, which, okay, I wouldn't go that far because, of course, blood has iron in it and blood smells a little bit metallic. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say this smells like blood, not to me. But okay, if you take that outside and you think, oh, this reminds me of blood, that part, okay. But entirely, I don't think it smells like blood because it's quite nice. And again, in the air, when you smell it from a distance, you're gonna have a nice experience. But if I put it on myself, I'm close to myself. I smell myself. I smell my skin when I put on fragrances. And if it smells like metal, if it smells like iron or whatever this is, then I am not enjoying it. Let's end this video with Khair Pistachio. No surprise for anyone. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I don't like this fragrance. But I want to mention something. I'm being subjective. So many of you could love this fragrance, and for a good reason. Like, I can distinguish in between, between a fragrance that is just like, it smells bad, period, and something that is just not my thing. I can do that. Normally, people who are not into fragrances, they just say it smells bad, I don't like it, which would mean to them it smells bad for everyone. At this point, I am so wise that I can make this distinction. Guess what? But yeah, I think you should give this one a chance. This is what I'm saying. Does it smell like rich pistachio ice cream? No. Is this how they advertised it? I mean, this is a dupe for Cali fragrance for Yum Pistachio. They advertised Yum Pistachio as this rich pistachio ice cream. I was in love with it before smelling it. I was like, oh my God. Pistachio gelato, pistachio ice cream is one of my favorite flavors when it comes to ice cream. I wanted to love that fragrance because this is so similar to that. So it's not that. It's soapy. It's sort of soapy. It smells cold. It's not your rich pistachio ice cream. Unfortunately, we still need a pistachio ice cream fragrance, a good one. But for me, it's not this one. But then again, you should give it a chance because you might actually love it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. I have a favor to ask. If you could put in the comments what you think I should film for next week, because I'm always having such a hard time deciding what to go for, what type of video to go for next week and so on. So this would be really helpful. Have an amazing Sunday and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye-bye.